Hi everyone, I'm Izzuddin from Group 4. Welcome to our group presentation on stress and its effects on learning and memory in students. Before we start our presentation, I would like to introduce our group members. In Group 4, we have 5 people, which are NURUL NABILAH binti RASHID, FAIZATUN NADHIRAH binti RAZAK, NURSAFIKA AMIRA binti Muhammad ATIFI, and THARANI anak perempuan BALAN, and myself Muhammad Izzuddin bin Muhammad Nasir. So without further ado, I invite NABILAH to start the presentation and then followed by NADHIRAH, THARANI and NURSAFIKA.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am NURUL NABILAH binti RASHID with my matric number MC240125848. I will explain a bit of what is stress and what the effects on learning and memory in students. Firstly, what is stress? Stress is a natural physiological and psychological response to challenges or demands that known as stresses that a person encounters in daily life. It can occur when an individual perceives a situation as overwhelming, threatening, or beyond their ability to cope. There are two primary types of stress, which is the acute stress and the chronic stress. The acute stress is the short-term stress triggered by specific events like exams or challenges that often temporary and can enhance focus and the performance. The chronic stress is the long-term stress from ongoing issues like work or personal problems that can lead to be serious health issues like anxiety, depression, and sleep disturbance. Next is the effects on learning and memory in students if they stress. Firstly is impaired memory formation, that prolonged stress and high cortisol levels damage the hippocampus, impairing memory encoding and retrieval. Second is the reduced attention and concentration. Stress also can cause anxiety, reducing focus and hindering information absorption. Third is decrease the cognitive flexibility. Stress inhibits the prefrontal cortex, limiting problem solving and adaptability. Next is the impact on long-term memory. The chronic stress also can disrupt our memory consolidation, that making it harder to retain the information. Next is the increased anxiety and test performance. Stress also can induce anxiety, interferes with recall, lowering academic performance. Last but not least is the disrupted sleep. Stress also can affects our sleep quality, impairing memory consolidation and cognitive function. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is FAIZATUN binti RAZAK and my matric number MC231025594 and I'm from Group 4. Okay. Now my presentation is about psychoanalysis. I will be present about psychoanalysis. Okay. From what we know, psychoanalysis is a type of treatment that is based on the present that is shaped by our past. From an educational perspective, it is the application of principles and theories to understand the behavior, emotions, and mental processes of students, and how stress affects student learning and development. Okay, I will present. There are 3 ways that stress will affect teaching and learning from the perspective of psychoanalytic analysis. Okay, the first one is disturbance of learning, where chronic stress will cause disruption to concentration, memory, and information processing. Psychoanalysis states that this emotional stress requires great psychological energy. This will cause insufficient cognitive load for learning tasks. For example, anxiety about learning performance will cause student attention to shift to inappropriate things when the teacher explains learning in class. Okay, that's the explanation about the first one is disturbance to learning. Okay, according to the number 2, effects on emotions. Okay, effects on emotions. Stress that occurs will cause emotions such as anxiety, low self-esteem, and fear. For example, students feel stressed if they are in challenging situations such as facing a test or answering questions asked by the teacher, and other more again. Okay, according to Sigmund Freud, it is related to internal conflict that occurs due to the effect on emotions. This conflict occurs between the ID, which is the basic drive, the ego, which is reality, and the superego, which is morality, which is the cause of stress. A student who may want to play ID but feels stressed due to academic needs superego, where the student needs to revise to face the test, will cause internal conflict that cause stress. That is the explanation for the second way, for the number 2. Okay, let's go to the number 3. The number 3 is avoidance behavior. Okay, avoidance behavior from the point of view of Freud's theory, most individuals use defense mechanisms such as avoidance to avoid negative emotions that subsequently cause stress. For example, students may show avoidance behavior by skipping school or not completing assignments that given by the teacher, as a subconscious way to escape from the source of stress. That was the example for the number 3, which is avoidance behavior. And this will have an impact on student learning and also teacher teaching, which will have an impact on the future of the student themselves. Okay, that was my presentation for my part about psychoanalysis. Thank you from me, and hope you all understand. Thank you.
Good evening, madam. My name is THARANI from 4. Today I'm going to talk about neuropsychological analysis of stress. Okay, the stress impacts students' learning and memory through interconnected physical, mental, and emotional pathways. A neuropsychological analysis provides insights into these effects. The first one is a physical. In physical, there is a called impact on immune system leading to physical illness and also muscle tension or chronic pain due to the stress. The second one is a mental. In the mental, called reduced cognitive performance and memory limitation. It also increases likelihood of developing burnout or other long-term mental health issues. And the third one is emotional. In the emotional, got withdrawal or detachment from relationships and also acceleration of anger, frustration which may affect social interaction. These are the points that can go through the neuropsychological basics of stress and its effects. It also educator council can implement strategies to mitigate its impact and foster better academic outcomes. That's all. Thank you from me.
Assalamualaikum and very good day to my lecturer, Miss Nuradilah Aisyah binti Nur Azman and all my friends. I am NURSAFIKA AMIRA binti Muhammad ATIFI. Today, I will present about practical recommendation based on our topic, stress and its effects on learning and memory in students. What we need to do if we in stress condition and situation? Firstly, we need to identify causes. What is identify causes? It is recognize the sources of stress and try to understand the feeling associated with them. Then we can do practical recommendation. Firstly is mindfulness. We need to choose a quiet space and perform gentle stretches. Pay attention how is stretch feel in our body. Be mindful of the currently without creating judgment that can help students gain resilience, empathy, and emotional control. Secondly is realization. What we can do? The technique we can do in realization is progressive muscle relaxation. It can help reduce physical tension with stress. What we can do is sit down comfortably and start from our toes and work up to our head, and we can notice the difference between tension, stress and relaxation in each area of our body. Relaxation can encourage a calm mood to create a beneficial for muscular recovery and recharging. Lastly is meditation. What is meditation? The meditation practice is foster compassion towards oneself and others. We can do sit comfortably and close our eyes. Meditation can assisting students become more self-aware, less stressed, and better at paying attention by allowing them to focus and refocus their thought. Lastly, what we can do after we do all the practical recommendation is acceptance. We need to accept that stress is part of life and focus how to handle it. We can do practical recommendation regularly. Thank you. That's all from me.
Thank you everyone for the great presentation. Now I will conclude our discussion on stress and its effects on learning and memory in students with some key takeaways and practical insights. So first of all, stress is a normal thing and it is something that we all deal with And for students, it often comes from academic pressure, personal challenges, or sometimes society expectations. While a little stress can push us to do better, too much of it also can mess with the memory, focus, and learning. So that is why knowing how to handle stress is very important. The first step to handle stress is to figure out what causes the stress. And as a student, I can tell you the main cause of stress in students is deadlines, tough subjects, and sometimes social situations. Once students know what triggers their stress, they can start to tackle those issues and build emotional awareness. This step isn't always easy, but it is crucial. Identifying the root cause of stress helps in creating a plan to address them effectively. Next, it is about accepting that stress is a part of life. Instead of fighting against it, students can focus on how to manage it in ways that work for them. This doesn't mean ignoring stress, but rather approaching it with a problem-solving mindset. Acceptance gives students the space to respond rather than react, turning challenges into opportunities for growth. We have also talked about some great techniques to help with stress, such as mindfulness, relaxation, and meditation. It is important to remember that stress management isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. What works from one person, what works from me, might not work for you, might not work for another person. So some students might find comfort in talking to friends or families, while others might benefit from writing in a journal or seeking professional support. The key is to explore different strategies and find what fits best for you. The big takeaway here is that managing stress is an ongoing process. It is not something that you fix once and forget about it, but the effort is worth it because it doesn't just help with school or study, it also improves overall quality of life. When students learn to handle stress effectively, they are better equipped to focus, remember information, and achieve their goals. Plus, these skills will benefit them well beyond their academic years. So, as we move forward, let's make mental health a priority. Whether you are a student, teacher, or professional, these strategies can make a big difference. Managing stress isn't just about doing better academically or at work. It is about living a healthier and more balanced life. So thank you for your attention. I hope you will take some of these insights and strategies to heart. Remember, taking care of your mental health is one of the best investments you can make for your future. Thank you.